Yeah. So another thing we want to talk about, Jay told me that you have seen Batman, and I think we've all seen Batman. So just kind of want to touch a little bit on that movie. I really enjoyed it, and I think that I really hope to see. I hope to see like what they do. Like obviously, I think a few things about the movie. I think that their take on it was really different and contemporary. I really loved like the Kurt Cobain aspect and kind of pulling in like kind of that grunge feel to the movie, and really it kind of really made Gotham look and feel just different than it had before. And I really loved Colin Farrell as the Penguin. I thought he did fantastic.
See, I have a different take on the Batman movie than you guys, I think.
Go for it.
I mean, I thought it was good, but I didn't like obviously Colin Farrell when I found out he was Penguin, I was like, that's cool. And Paul Dano, There'll Be Blood, a little bit of Sunshine. Guy's got a bunch of credits under his belt. He's great as Riddler. But the one thing I did like about the Batman was, Batman back when he came out, he was a detective, DC's Detective Comics, and in the Batman they did a great job of portraying him doing detective work. But I agree
Yeah,
with
they
you on
did.
how Gotham looked. But I mean, the movie was like the pacing of it could have been. I don't know. I think it could have been. They could have done something a little bit different there. Um, and then everyone's going to say, well, it's like you said, you have the standalone Joaquin Phoenix movie, and then you have Christian Bale and, the Dark Knight and Batman Begins. Actually, I didn't really think it was that good of a movie when I first saw it. Because I was a hard, diehard, um,
Yeah.
diehard
Loved it.
original Batman. What's his name? God, what's his name?
Michael Keaton
Michael Keaton. He
Adam
was my
West.
or
guy. Well,
George Clooney?
we were
No,
cute.
wait. Val
The
Kilmer?
Batman Adam West was like way before us. Like
He's the OG.
we could catch like a couple episodes, but that was before our time. So
Boom,
we
pow,
we
bang.
we really had Michael Keaton. So when the Batman Begins came out, I thought that his voice was a little over the top, Christian Bale's voice, and I liked Liam Neeson in it because you can't go wrong with Liam Neeson. But when
Yes.
The Dark Knight came out, that movie was
Oh,
just unbelievably good, like
yeah.
just so good. And
That's the
so
one with Heath Ledger.
Yep.
yeah, with
Yeah,
Heath. And
that's the
so
best one.
going back to this new Batman movie, I'd say it's pretty good. That they did a lot of the crime stuff with the what is it, the Filoni family and the
Falcone.
the
Yeah.
Falcone and the what's the other one? The other family. I wish that they would have done more with those families because those are like super old Batman villains, like probably even before Joker, I would think.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
but I mean, I would say it was a good movie, but I wasn't like wowed by it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I hear you. Gator, what do you think about it?
I'm kind of with Jay. I thought it was good. I think it was too long. So, and that threw off the
Yeah,
pacing some. The scene in the when they're in the church, that was an amazing scene. That was great. That was great cinematography and great suspense all the way through.
over
Um,
the car crashes,
yep,
and yeah, that was pretty good.
that was a good scene.
It's a
And
good
actually,
movie. It's a good movie. Like it's just is it The Dark Knight? Is it Joker? No.
no, no, it's I'd say it's a tier below those two. Those two are S tier. Those ones maybe B, A tier.
Yeah.
As far as ranking Batman movies go, um, for me, a big part of these movies is how good Batman is, and I don't really know if I like Robert Pattinson as Batman that much.
Oh, okay.
Um, he's kind
Yeah.
of an emo bitch in this movie, but
Well, he kind of is
Robert
in
Pattinson, if
general
you're
in
listening,
everything.
my
Yeah.
friend Gator called you an
Yeah.
emo bitch.
and maybe he's playing more true to character than you know uh, as it happens in the comics and stuff. And he did lose both his parents, and he's been raised as a
Yeah.
billionaire. his whole, without parents his whole life. So understandable why he would be like that. Just, I don't know. I didn't really care for him as much.
I did
As
like
Batman.
Alfred. Alfred was Andy Serkis.
Yeah, Alfred was good. Paul Dano good. Gordon was good. I like Jeffrey Wright. I think he's awesome in Westworld too.
Oh yeah,
I love
yeah.
love Westworld. So I know we could go off on another tangent about that, but he's good in that. And then
That show, man. Let's just go on a tangent a little bit. That show, man. Like
season 4.
is
They
it?
just
I'm
just
at the
teased
part
it
where
last week, I
Jesse
think.
Pinkman. I'm at the season where Jesse Pinkman comes in.
Yeah, that's season 3.
From Breaking Bad. I've only seen the first episode or first season. I really liked the first season, but yeah,
Yeah. So
Yeah,
a lot of
he
people
was
don't
great in
like
the first season. I remember he was really good.
season 1 and 2 are great. With Anthony Hopkins, obviously. And then season 3 gets a bad rap, but I really liked it. I thought it was good. And then now they just teased season 4 like last week or 2 weeks ago, and that looks great as well. And a whole lot of familiar faces are coming back. So yeah, I'm excited for it. And it's HBO, awesome. Anything on HBO is usually gold.
have Evan Rachel Wood in it too. You can't go wrong with her. She's pretty.
Oh no, yeah.
Yeah, she's pretty.
Although another side tangent, have you heard the stuff about her and Marilyn Manson?
Yeah, that's why I mentioned that to get you to
Was
say
she like
something.
one of her like victims, like or whatever?
Oh, there's some weird shit. Like, yeah,
So
like
Marilyn Manson used to have like he had a
locker in
music
rooms
video.
and stuff.
You remember his
50
video?
Shades of Grey type thing or whatever.
No,
Uh,
way worse than that. It's
Darker than that.
way darker.
Darker than that. Oh wow.
Like,
He used to have a video. He had a video for like one of his albums, and it was like really cut like imagery of like a girl, and the girl is Evan Rachel Wood, and she's like, it looks like she's straight up being abused in the video, but you can't really tell because like the camera angles and how it's zoomed in and the blur effect on it is just you can only take it at face value. When she went in front of a hearing and like I remember you probably watched that Gator, but yeah, that was crazy.
it's like a snuff film almost.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know. And all that is allegedly too, but there's some pretty dark, sadistic stuff that Marilyn used to do to her, allegedly. So
and then you have like Wes Borland from Limp Bizkit saying some crazy things about him too, which is kind of like, wow, really?
they were freaky, into the freaky stuff. But yeah, overall, good movie. Too long, pacing was weird, and Pattinson was just all right for me.
Yeah, I agree with your points. So like, I think the end of the movie dragged, and here's my take on him as Batman. I really liked him as Batman, but I need to see more from him and see how his character evolves in the next film before I make an assessment of like him compared to others. Because to me, I feel like it was very intentional the way and the little emo way he was, in that it's going to take more films.
There's going to be some character development.
Yes. There's going to be some because like
that makes sense.
The big thing with him is like that's different because he's so new to Batman is that like he just wants to do everything Batman and he doesn't want to embrace the Bruce Wayne aspect of his alter ego. And I think that's the huge dynamic with him that I'd like to see evolve is like, kind of maybe into the second and third film to see him actually like really have to embrace that other alter ego of himself, in order to in understand the benefit of doing that in order to, be able to be as successful as he can be as Batman, if that makes any sense. But yeah, so I think
I think he's a great actor. Don't get me wrong.
Sure.
I think he's a fantastic actor. The Lighthouse, you guys see that one?
Yeah, with Willem Dafoe, the movie is fucked up, but it's
that was a fucked up movie.
He was good in it, though. I mean, I just think he's a good actor overall. But yeah,
Sure.
Maybe you're right, and yeah, maybe I'm seeing it completely wrong. But yeah, there could be some.
Wrong.
There's plenty of room for character development over however many movies that they decide to roll with him.